Dembele. लाइक कर दो भाई.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
Pirlo. Vieira.
अबे यार पास क्या पास दिया ये.
Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. Maldini. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rijkaard. And it's Conte. And here's Dembele. Pirlo. Neither side yet able to find the net. That has ended up in no man's land. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. Nedved. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Costa Curta. Passing nice and neat. Nicely weighted ball.
अबे यार बफन उठा लेना यार.
Goal! Spain! That was easy, almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Spain have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, delightful ball. He is just caressing the ball. Great chance!
अबे यार
And that has
block
earned
कर
a
दिया।
few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner.
मालदीन चल Thank you.
Oh, that's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Silvestre. Roberto Baggio, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Oh, that's superb. Pirlo. Griezmann.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Knocks it into space. Luis Suarez with the cross. And that has been cleared. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, we see. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. So once again, we're underway. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Griezmann. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press.
अबे यार राहु
Conte. This is a promising build-up. Roberto Baggio. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Nedved. Threads one in. And that's a nicely shaped ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Silvestre tries to clear. Dembele. Conte. Now it's Dembele. Cruyff being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Just about up to the hour now. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, such a clever touch. He's being urged to shoot. And here's Raul. Raul showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, this is a great... It's Nedved!
Nice Nedved, nice
Nedved! A diamond of a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And it's Baggio. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Totti. Looking for a runner. Now there's a... Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. He's in a good position here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Shot could be on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. From So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Yeah, Javier Zanetti, he goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just plows on.
Shot, surely!
Nice
Big
pass.
moment!
Drive.
Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Al Ali Saudi are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. He's had it taken off him. He has found the way through. Shoot! And now they can clear their lines. Al Ali Saudi disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Gerrard. Rivaldo. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Takes a shot.
अबे यार
Goal!
क्लियर ही नहीं हुए.
They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Messi! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kimmich. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary, and it's Gerrard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Throw it. Van Dijk, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And Messi! And that was struck with genuine force. Pirlo. And it's Lam. Zanetti eases the ball away from him. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Tries a
अबे
shot!
कहीं गोल हो जाता ना मजा आएगा.
And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And he was quick to react. Plays a sharp little ball here. Jupe. And this is Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Griezmann. Pirlo. Good ball, good take. Bale! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific effort!
अबे
And that is well cleared. And it's Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Couldn't squeeze it through.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Rivaldo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Al Ali Saudi have reclaimed it. And this is Messi. Messi. There's the shot! And that has been cleared. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good-looking ball. Akanji. Schlotterbeck. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pirlo, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Griezmann going forward.
अबे यार डबल टच करना.
Kimmich. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Bale. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
क्या कर रहा है भाई?
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Searching pass he's played there. Defending of the desperate variety. And that's really well manoeuvred. That's a lovely, neat pass. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from...
And the finish! Akanji can clear it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. And looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. And it's Maldini. So that's it. It is all over. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front...
It's Gerrard! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Gerrard is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And that should get the job done. Mbappe going face to face with his great rival. And it's Gerrard. Pirlo. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oosterwolde calmly anticipates.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now. Diouf really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
अबे क्या था ये?
Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. And he's looking to catch him up. Jordi Alba. He's found space here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Now it's Nedved. Knocks it into space. Not a hint of offside here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It'll be a throw-in. Timber. Oh, well played. Nicely weighted ball.
Paris definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Ambitious ball here. Luis Suarez. Jordi Alba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Out towards the flank. Oosterwolde deals with that comfortably. Jordi Alba is always looking to play quality balls. Nice looking ball. Great ball if he can get there.
सलाम सर.
And into the grateful
Hunter
arms of
भाई
the
क्या हाल
keeper.
चाल है?
Now it's Nedved. Zanetti. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Gerrard wins the duel this time. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
सब ठीक ठाक
How do
है.
you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I could have...
Luis Suarez! Luis Suarez!
सुना हीट वेव चल रही है behind him.
Surprise, surprise. Who else?
Heat wave
The
तो नहीं
ideal
बोल सकते
time
इसको.
and the ideal man to
Humidity
do
है.
it. This is
मतलब
going to liven up
टेम्परेचर
the second
40
half.
के आसपास ही है मगर ह्यूमिडिटी
The
बहुत है.
movement so
आप खड़े
precise,
रहोगे ना
the finish
तो पसीना
sumptuous.
आता
Well,
रहता
it's
है.
an
मतलब
example
स्किन
of
को ऐसे हीट नहीं
counter-attacking
होती.
at its finest.
बस
Real cut and
स्वेटिंग
thrust.
स्वेटिंग स्वेटिंग बुरा हाल. दम घुटता है.
The first breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving...
अबे यार क्यों इतना प्रेस किया मैंने?
Well taken goal. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
So they have it all to do again. Well, chance!
बफन बेवकूफ.
Goal! Paris! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
He's had it taken off him.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And this is... And Del Piano! And that's a good
हाँ
finish.
बताओ आपके मौसम कैसा है?
And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to...
And the shot! And how did he not put that away?
Mbappe fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Paris have their second corner now.
अबे
There's the shot!
Paris really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Jordi Alba cuts out the pass. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Thuram spots it and intercepts. 5 minutes to add. And that's really well manoeuvred. Bale running with the ball. Rijkaard. Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he get it through? Ribery. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's been
अबे
intercepted.
पास निकल
That was
जाता.
well played, well stopped.
And it's been hooked away. And that will be the final act. A draw and a highly unpredictable.
Bro, show your individual instructions, please. Bro, I just gave my anchorman DMF Vera to anchoring. Just I gave him anchoring, nothing else. No individual instruction.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game,
just
but for
gave
the
my
next 2
anchorman
hours,
to
it
anchoring.
might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Dani Olmo! Brilliant from Dani Olmo! That is a gem! An absolute gem! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Griezmann. Shot could be... Shoots! Oh, good finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely...
It's Griezmann!
अबे
Good
ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ
try,
ਅਕਾਲ ਸਾਹਿਬ,
very
ਕੀ
good
ਹਾਲ ਚਾਲ
try
ਹੈ?
in fact.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that is out of play. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And here's Batistuta. Pirlo, nicely aimed pass. Griezmann. Luis Suarez. Lam has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Griezmann!
अबे ग्रिजमैन क्या है?
He almost caught everyone out there the
2070
way
है
he
शायद,
just eked
2070
out
या
the room to get
2078.
the shot in.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Out towards the flank. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts.
अबे
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Conte. And here's Batistuta.
गलत
The
बात है।
referee's awarded a free kick.
और 21 ओवर ही
Disappointing,
देगा मैं।
very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as
Bravo, they
deliberate
are
and
match.
cynical as it comes.
डिवीजन 2 वाले ने ड्रा हो -15 हो जाते। ग्रिजमैन
Great
अगर भाई
chance here from position A1.
इजी
Well, I
गोल था
think
ब्रो।
this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
Hullets!
लो
Rude Hullets!
चलो, हो गया
Oh,
काम।
it's fabulous! A finish of true class. Into the lead once more. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless.
Judge surely! And a neat finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So again, we have parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Nedved. Pirlo. Cruyff. Pirlo.
अबे क्या था
And
पिरलो?
he's quick to get rid. Conte. Bullet. And the pass is intercepted. Cruyff. That's it, 45 minutes up. High octane, high tempo, high
Pirlo से
scoring.
finish करना
That
चाहिए
was
था।
quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. There's the whistle then to start the second half. And it's Nedved. And Cruyff! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it.
हैट्रिक बाय
Well, how's
क्राइफ।
that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now, can they get him away? And this is Drogba. Alarm.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Pass somewhat off target. And here's Torres. And this is Drogba! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Drogba clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Adams. Conte is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value
Away
in this
double
game
touch.
might just take off from here.
Thank you.
Shot a goal!
Thank you, bro.
And no mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Away pass.
Odo. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte. Pirlo. Now it's Cruyff. Nedved. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Griezmann. No, he refuses to take the bait. Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a...
लाइक कर दो भाई सभी. नाइस प्ले. थैंक यू ब्रो.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary,
Oh, you have a
and we
strong
should be in
team.
for something very special.
Hmm.
Things already rolling. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Vieira. Oh, it's a great... It's Nedved!
Nedved really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
And we have our very first corner.
Can we have score?
And he gets rid in a hurry. And he lines up a cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And now they can spring out of defence. First quarter of an hour gone. Plays a sharp little ball here. Picked out and a chance!
Nice.
And it's a goal! The movement
Good
so
pass by Del
precise,
Piero.
the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nedved. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Del Piero. He's had a shot!
Abe.
And that's off target.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
And it's Belletti. Nedved. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0
अबे
the
नहीं
score.
यार, क्राइफ आगे क्यों चला जाता है तू भाई?
Beckham. Taken back almost at once. Vieira. Lam is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. De Ligt deals with that comfortably.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Can he get on the end of this? Out of play for a goal kick. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, easy pickings there. Del Piero gets on his bike and on the move.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And he has been fouled there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
And it's Lam. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they could expect more of the same in the second half.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The team separated by the tiniest of margins at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker.
Oh, he's having a go! And another try!
Nice.
It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
The ball goes in, and he's there to clear it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
अबे पास मेसी के लिए था ये.
Xavi Alonso, quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Cruyff. Del Piero gets flagged offside. De Ligt. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. Oh, important interception. Xavi Alonso. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's all alone. Takes a shot! It's a goal! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed. And the finish!
What the hell, man?
And a neat finish! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager.
And he shoots! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, good take in a good area. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Ribery is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Has a look up and delivers. And that has been cleared. Beckham. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of...
चलो भाई रेडी कर दे। ओहो
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legend. It's Griezmann! Brilliant from Griezmann!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. And he's managed to get free. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And it's Eto'o. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Goes for a shot! And a neat finish. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is so good. Such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Griezmann.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so...
Griezmann ने वहाँ पे क्या किया था अभी?
He's got himself an absolute peach. And they get themselves in front. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And the counter is on. Mbappe. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Real chance!
अबे यार.
And he hits the net. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle and it was a very good finish. And I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And he's done it again. He's got shoots. Goal by a Leverkusen. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And there was his third. It's Eto'o! And he couldn't quite find the target.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
Eto'o is onto it in a flash. And here's Suarez. Plays a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. That's it, 45 minutes up. So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So right back into the action.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Eto'o. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, great leap! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
There will be a throw-in. looking to play him in. Bale going face to face with his great rival. And it's Luis Suarez. And this is Nedved. He is through here.
What a letdown
Abey
when
yaar.
you've got such presence and movement.
It's run loose here. Out of play for a throw. Oh, well played, well played. Deftly away. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And he was quick to react. Griezmann. Passing is crisp and sharp. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Mbappe. Nedved. Now it's Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he shoots! It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So again, we have parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Solot, gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing. Bayer Leverkusen really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
अबे यार
He's got
मसल टर्न
away.
करना था.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries...
His head shot!
बेकार
Goal
कीपर एक
by
नंबर का.
Leverkusen! Into the lead once more. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make...
Bale!
अबे बेल
A real chance and a real let-off. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Bale. Messi picked out brilliantly.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
4 extra minutes added on. And it's Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And right near the end, we have parity. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And that is that. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Don't
So
have,
off we
bro.
go then.
Me sport.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he? And uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always apply to him.
Yeah, and his reading of the game means he was always a step ahead of the opposition. He's surprisingly quick too, you know. It will be a massive challenge to get the better of him.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
No way through. Kimmich. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe going forward. Mbappe! It's bounced back off the post. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Vigo plays it short. And this is Gerrard. He's had a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Adams calmly anticipates. And it's Vigo. Vigo going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's only too happy to take that back. Gerrard. It's Gerrard!
Nice.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Gerrard is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. He's on it. Can he get away? There's the shot! It's hit the upright. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lahm. Can he get it through? Nedved. Nedved with the delivery. Tries to get it clear.
अबे Pirlo.
Okay, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
Nice sequence of passes, this.
Cout really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nedved crosses. And that's the keeper's ball. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Casemiro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Cout. Oh, sweet feet. Lahm did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Griezmann. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Now that's well seen too. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lahm
अबे कहाँ पास दे रहा है भाई?
knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. That's the end of the first 45. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. Gets us going once more. So neither side has yet broken through. Gets a good foot in there. Griezmann. Look at the space here.
अबे यार
Suarez finds himself offside. Oh, terrible mistake. It's Luis Suarez! There is the genius of Luis Suarez!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Griezmann. Oh, this is a... Del Piero! And again! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Showing great feet there. Cross to the back post. Van Dijk. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Mbappe. And that's been won straight back. Gerrard really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And he's heaved it away. That's a throw. And it's Vieira. And here's Griezmann. And that has left him in a heap. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Pass is coming off in real chance!
Nice.
Sensational from Suarez! That is a gem! An absolute gem! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. And there's the shot! They would have this time, surely! Defending was strong and firm. And that is a little undercooked. Nicely aimed pass. Now, can they get him away?
That's going in strongly.
Lam. Vieira. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Plays a sharp little ball here. Mbappe. And the finish! And that's a sharp finish. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. The Netherlands give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the manager's pumped here, Peter. He is every...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Yeah, one way or another, he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough, tough seems to come easy for him.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And this is Gerrard. Lahm. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, Red, nice interception. Benatia. Aimed beyond the defence. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Best running with the ball. Buffon claims comfortably.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Lahm gets into a good position. And that has sent him sprawling.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Best place it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pepe can clear it away. Mbappe. And the pass
अबे
is
नहीं
intercepted.
यार.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Best. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for the run. And this is Batistuta. Oh, that's a key interception. Robson has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Griezmann. That has been cut short. Best. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That is a little undercooked. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now the cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Griezmann. Real chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
So, a temporary halt to the action. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Griezmann unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Griezmann engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. This might spell danger, and this is Adriano.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Del Piero. Adriano! And a neat finish. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
The first breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
And that is expertly dealt with.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you...
And the finish! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Oh, greatly! It's a goal!
Hello, bro.
2 up now, and
Welcome
they
to
are
the stream.
cruising. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's Rijkaard. Gerrard. And the shot! Goal! He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Germany cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's shifting through the gears here. Showing good feet.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No, that's been intercepted. Just 5 minutes left. Out towards the flank.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Batistuta. Timber has it in a wide position. Oh, it's played into the area.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That has been slung wide. He's found a way through. Can he get it through? So no flag here. Rijkaard. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
And that's been won straight back. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tries to pass it through, out towards the flank. And they've got a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. So it is still 0-0. Lam. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Threads one in. And this is Ronaldo. Takes a shot! Goal! Norway! And it's Norway who take the lead. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Referee's given a throw. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pirlo.
Abe.
Out of play for a goal kick.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Akanji is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Xavi Alonso. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Batistuta. Pirlo. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Xavi Alonso promptly onto that, and that is that.
Norway Norway always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Nice bit of trickery. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, truly brave defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Norway are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Inzaghi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Zanetti. Now the ball's gone astray. Now it's Inzaghi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing...
Shoots! And there's a goal! Do not write them off! Back they come! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Real chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And he can thump it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Passing is crisp, and the shot! Oh, and the referee says that that is it. A good watch, more than a good watch, actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his
अबे
eyes.
यार,
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows at the core of his... Romario! And it's a goal!
Well,
कमाल है
they
ये
would
तो.
have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So, a breakthrough already. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking for options for movement. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit
Hato! And the ball's come loose here. Czech trying to keep this in.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That ball looks a good one. Look at the space here. Chance for a shot! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess.
Decent chance! And that's a good finish. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
One more.
Sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front...
Oh, shooting chance! And he's stuck it away. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So again, we have parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get...
It's Luis Suarez! And yes, it's there! And they get themselves in front! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Guardiola is the team's great visionary. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. No, he refuses to take the bait. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
अबे नहीं, ऊपर गुलेट ने रन बनाया था.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Luis Suarez. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
What device
Referee
you are
has
using?
resisted the temptation
iPhone
to go to
14
his
Pro
pocket.
Max.
It's just a stern lecture.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Hello! This possibly the last play of the half. Nedved getting this one clear. And he's quick to get rid. And we've reached half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So everyone needs a breather here. 5 goals we've seen already. It is good, very good. It's 3-2. So straight into the second half. Cruyff. That's a good ball out wide. He's had it taken off him. Lahm is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now this could be a... Luis
अबे
Suarez!
नहीं.
No, not quite. Caught offside that time.
लाइक कर दो भाई जो भी देख रहा है.
Pull it. Pepe spots it and intercepts. Nedved. Guardiola has created 1 goal already. Pull it. Nedved going face to face with his great rival. Vieira. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, straight shot! He's got a goal!
आईडी रिव्यू. ओके
200! It's the goal they all came to see. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Pull it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Zanetti does well to get it back. Nedved. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Nedved. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Plays a sharp little ball here. Shot a goal! Pepe clears without hesitation. And that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those...
ज्वाइन कर लो. Hello, bro. Ronaldo FC. Welcome to the stream, brother. Tell me, bro. मुझे पता है थोड़ी सी नर्वस फील होता है। अरे ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं है भाई, मैं तो बोल ही रहा हूँ। हाँ बोलो।
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
And it's played in here. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And reclaimed it in a trice. Nedved. Nedved! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Aimed beyond the defence. Kvaratskhelia. Adriano knocks it into space. Oh, nice touch. Luis Suarez. Can he finish? They've scored! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Thuram was in no mood for any of that. Adriano. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Pepe. Great defending, strong and determined. Cruyff proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Nedved. Lahm kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Italy really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, that's fabulous. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rummenigge. Half-time getting close now. Thuram. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. But it is clear to see that he is not at all... And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The team separated by the tiniest of margins at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Well, my advice would be to
Obey.
keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
हेड नहीं मारा.
Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. Cruyff. And here's Thiago.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Adriano. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cruyff. Played into space. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Applies the finish! Luis Suarez, he just has something! A finish of true class! And this is getting better and better. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Time then for the first substitution of the game. So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Tries to play it through.
This is the time you need that pace.
He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who... looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
इंडिया गेमर हेलो ब्रो.
And it's Rijkaard. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, at least they acknowledged the effort.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Italy clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Belletti. Now, can they get him away? Now the ball in. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Maldini. Italy appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And that's a throw-in. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. The final 5 minutes. Roberto Baggio. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's Baggio! And it's in! With so little time left, grandstand finish! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl!
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Terrific save by Abbiati! Roberto Baggio. And that could set him on his way. And this is Eto'o. And he's got the beating of his... Eto'o! And that's a sharp finish. We thought they were done, but never say never. That is... And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink. Out.